So he can project a keyboard on his finger and use his fingers as a phone. The projector projects the information, the camera records the keyboard, sees where the keys are, and realizes, and can dial a phone number. Or you can go to a store, scan the barcode, call the cloud or the web, and download consumer ratings. And because he is a projector, he can project the consumer ratings straight on the package. Or you can go to a bookstore, same thing. You read the title of the book, the computer analyzes the title, calls the cloud, and then what you get back is the consumer reviews about the book. The most interesting thing is actually when you use that technology the way you use it to understand better people. As I tell my kids every day, do not put anything online that you are going to regret. Actually, I have a funny story, if I may. One morning I wake up and someone tweets back to me, say, "Did you see your last tweet?" This was a year ago. So I have a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old. And I'm like, no. And I look at my Twitter, and my last tweet was, "Who the fuck are you?" Sorry for my English. So I'm starting to sweat. I have 1,000 followers. Not a huge number, but I'm somewhat known in the industry. And the first tweet on Saturday morning should not be, "Who the fuck are you?" The head of the IAB, which is the Internet Advertising Bureau, sends me a tweet. Say, "Hey," actually tweet to all his followers, and he has 25,000 followers. Tweet to all his followers, at JP Maheu, which is my Twitter handle, "It's a good question for a Saturday morning, JP." So then I asked my son, "Did you play with my BlackBerry?" And he said no. And then I asked again, and he said yes. And on my BlackBerry, where I receive tweets, the tweets appears like text messages. And one of the text message was a tweet from someone with the F word in it. So my son took it personally. He thought it was a text message to him, and basically tweeted back without knowing it, "Who the fuck are you?" The next day, I get a call from Ad Age. Ad Age, the leading kind of advertising magazine in the US, said, "I read about your tweets, because what I did then, I acknowledged to the whole Twitter community, it's a mistake, my son did that, it's his first tweet, I'm going to keep it and frame it, because he's never going to forget about that first tweet." So the next day, Ad Age calls me and say, "Do you want to, do an interview about the risk of social media among young people?" And I was like, no, I don't want my son to be featured in Ad Age. That's the last thing I want. So it's an interesting anecdote about social media, and reminds me every day that I have to tell my kids, be careful on how you use social media, both Twitter and Facebook. And here's why. So this is what Pranav, this MIT guy, can do with this technology. So it's a very short video, but basically his technology can recognize the face of someone, send it to the cloud, and then grab all your social data, put it in the tag cloud, and project that tag cloud on you. That's pretty creepy, right? But that's possible today. So again, I want you to think about creativity. Never forget about creativity. Don't think too much about devices and channels. Start with creativity and content. And then I want you to think of SOMOLO, social, mobile, and local, and how those two, creativity and SOMOLO, work together to create amazing consumer engagement for brands. Thank you very much.